While I was researching for this motivational assignment, I was consumed by the material and I lost track of time. Suddenly, I was unable to retain any further information and I realized I was hungry. I'd also not moved much, I'd been sitting in front of my computer for a while, so I felt a bit stiff and I had a bit of a mild headache. After satisfying my hunger, going for a walk to get some fresh air, which alleviated my headache, I was able to concentrate again on my assignment. What I realized is that I had experienced a perfect situation of needing to address my basic needs before learning could occur. This made me think of Maslow's and his infamous triangle. I also pondered what my role is as an instructor to ensure my students have their basic needs met so they can succeed as student nurses. As summarized in the YouTube video Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs Explained, our physiological needs, which are vital to our survival, such as food, water, air, shelter, and warmth, need to be satisfied before we can move to the next motivational level in the triangle or hierarchy. As outlined in our textbook, Student Engagement Techniques, in the classroom, physiological needs, safety needs, and social needs must be met before higher thinking and engaged learning occurs, or we reach the top of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is our self esteem needs and self actualization. So, where would this motivational strategy work best? As a nursing instructor, I am fortunate that I teach in the classroom, nursing simulation lab, and in clinical placements with my students, so we have a variety of learning environments. Students have access to water any time as I encourage them to bring their water bottles. Regular breaks are important every 45 minutes or so students can have something to eat. However, food security is a concern for 1 in 8 Canadian households, as researched by Proof in 2017-2018. So, in my classroom of 32 students, it is possible that 4 students are affected by this. So, how can I address this issue? I could invite a representative from the Student Association to inform students about free coffee, snacks, and at times free lunches that are available in the student lounge. I could also invite student services to come to the classroom to disseminate information about social services that are available at the college and in the community. Student services also provide counselling, assist students with accommodations, and provide instructors with an on-track tool, which is a fast and effective way to flag a student in need with their permission for immediate contact from student services. It's also important to consider the student's stress and anxiety. So, implementing some short de stressing techniques in the classroom, such as meditation, breathing techniques, gentle stretch, or yoga, could also be implemented. It is important that I practice what I preach, that being calm and in control will be a positive role model for my students. As also mentioned in our textbook, it is important to foster a respectful class environment so students feel safe to voice their opinions, experiences, or ideas without the fear of being ridiculed by others. Discussion of classroom expectations at the start of the course with input from students I have found to be beneficial, and this helps to establish boundaries and foster a positive learning environment. Nursing students one day will be nurses. As nurses, we need to look after ourselves so we can look after others. By implementing aspects of self care in the classroom, hopefully students will move from extrinsic aspects of motivation, feeling better physically and emotionally and psychologically after practicing de stressing techniques, that they will become intrinsically motivated to implement these in their professional and personal lives. How would this motivational strategy impact my teaching and student learning? I'd like to start with the cons. As stated in the video, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs Explained, not all people take a stepped approach to reach their higher needs. Another consideration is of inequity amongst my students. It is possible that some students' basic human needs aren't being met. And finally, what I feel is important to address self-care may not be important to some of my students. And pros. By addressing the importance of meeting basic needs in the classroom, students will hopefully feel less stress and anxiety. This will then set them up for success to learn and hopefully be engaged in the process. Thank you for watching my video.